Popcorn world. Popcorn world. Yeah. Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in a bag of a can. You can make it round the world when it holds in your hand. Popcorn world. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. 250 flavors. Popcorn world. Popcorn world. Popcorn world. It's a popcorn world. It's a popcorn world.
You're now listening to the Brothers of the Five. At shooting guard, it's your boy, Killer Cam. At small forward, it's Reggie Love. At point guard, Steve Major. At power forward, Al B. And at center, Mr. Noise, Lloyd Spence. And now, the Brothers of the Five.
Add one more plus me and
I don't know what's doing in your neck of the woods. In my neck of the woods, it is raining cats and dogs. I blame Cam and Chad for all of this.
Yeah.
And they had rain in 7 days. We come back in here, and now all of a sudden, I got a storm outside. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it was raining. It was raining a couple of days here, very, very hard. So
that's what I'm saying. Y'all passing y'all itch down to me. I don't like it.
Hey, at least you have to water the grass, man. At least you have to water the grass.
I don't need no more water on this grass. I got lakes out here, bro. What are you talking about? First of all, this is the Five. That is C Major right there. That is Killer Cam, my partner in Lake of Crime. And we plotting over here. We plotting, baby. We plotting and scheming. Because it ain't, y'all think it's done, but it's not done. So we got a lot of stuff going on. And we got a very special guest joining us tonight, live from, I think from his humble abode / workplace. The great Kendrick Haskins from Believe in the ACC in the building with us.
Yo,
what's good?
What's going on, brother?
What up, fam?
Good to see you. Look all work dignified and stuff.
All presidential and stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Without the felonies though. Yeah. No felonies.
No
Good to see everybody, man. And I had to call Kendrick up because technically what is about to happen right now, or just here in a minute, is all Kendrick's fault. But before we get to that, I do want to give it's all your fault. Let me give a couple of breaking news real quick. You woke up this morning and found out that Justin Jefferson, arguably and justifiably, is the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL today. 4 years, $140 million, 110 guaranteed. Lord have mercy. Woo! That's a nice check right there. That's a nice check.
Making Jordan Poole money.
That's that Jordan Poole money right there. I hope you don't have Jordan Poole results.
I don't think you got to worry about that. I don't think.
You never know. You never know. So shout out to him. And then we want to give a melancholy shout out to the family of Larry Allen. Got to be honest with you, that was kind of shocking news today. I did not see that one coming. I'm not sure anybody did. Let's just take a minute. Put our fandom aside. I know I'll put my fandom aside, being a diehard Giants fan, to say it is not, to me, an argument of any kind that Larry Allen is the greatest to ever do it. You can throw a lot of names in the hat, but 10 times out of 10, in my opinion, you're going to come out with Larry Allen. I'm just gonna say one number or two numbers, or one number but one meaning. 750. That's how much the man could bench press. So that's where it starts for me.
Strongest of it.
Let's not also ignore the fact that he ran somebody down at his size too.
I'm just saying he was the only man I ever saw make Reggie White look human.
Yeah.
Anybody can make Reggie White look human, you know he's a GOAT. So I mean, there's a reason why from 91 to 90 or whatever, how many Super Bowls y'all won and dominated. There's a reason why y'all dominated that division. And I think a lot of credit is sometimes given to Emmett and Michael Irvin, but the truth of the matter is the Cowboys started and that offensive line started and ended with Larry Allen. He was just, he made everybody's job easy. If Barry Sanders was run behind Larry Allen, he'd have 40,000 yards.
I've been telling people that.
Yeah, you get no argument from me.
Yeah.
So, you guys got any thoughts on Larry before we take off? Because the rest of the show gets very, very weird after this. But
I mean, you summed it up pretty much. One of the best in the game, if not the best in the offensive line game. So definitely rest in peace to him and his family. Condolences for sure. That's definitely hard. So,
yeah.
I couldn't honestly think of a better lineman. Maybe Orlando Pace, but not as strong. It's definitely not as strong.
Nobody's as strong.
And it wasn't many linemen that came to my mind. I was like, oh, he was better. No.
Who's that lineman that was blocking for San Francisco this year? That big guy.
Yeah.
He's in the conversation.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm drawing a blank right now because my mind is on the next segment. But he's in the conversation.
He's a bad man.
It's cool.
Yes.
We got him in the league. It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
He must be an Oklahoma-based lineman. Is that correct? Right. We've been doing this show 3 years together, and I still fall for it every single time.
And he got the gear on and everything.
He got the shirt on. He was telling on himself right from the beginning. So,
I don't know. Larry Allen one of the best to do it. I mean, that's no argument. That's nothing to even discuss. I mean,
yeah.
You don't win 3 Super Bowls like that. And Emmett is the leading rusher and all-time leading rusher.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
Emmett had no moves. You know why? He didn't need any moves. All he needed to do was get downhill.
But Emmett had good vision, though. He had his vision.
He had vision.
He was
in the open field, but I'm saying he wasn't going to juke you like Barry.
Well, nobody.
We're not going to sit here and do this.
That's apples and oranges, man.
Hold on, that's the frat brother, so I ain't going to never shade Emmett.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
there's a difference.
Man ran behind Larry Allen. He made his life a hell of a lot easier. So, anyway, I digress. We got to get to question number 1. And, again, I blame Kendrick for all of this, for what's about to happen. Because he innocently posted something on his Facebook page, of which I kind of mirrored on my page. But I didn't expect what I got on my page. I don't know if he expected what he got on his page. I certainly didn't expect what I got on my page.
A lot of times I drop the hand grenade and just walk off. I don't even look at the comments half the time.
Well, listen. It is the Caitlin Clark conversation is much wilder than I thought it would be. And that's evidenced as well this morning on First Take. Shout out to First Take. And shout out to Monica McNutt specifically. Who stood in the ring with the heavies and was just like, I got hands too. So and didn't back down, not even a little bit. So shout out
both
to
of them.
Yeah.
She bodied both of them.
She bodied both of them with no fear. So shout out to Monica McNutt.
Stephen A. still salty.
Yeah, he's still salty. Yeah, he's still salty.
And by the way, he was 100% wrong, but we'll get into that in a second. So if you hadn't seen it, if you've been under a rock the weekend or you were spending time with your family, you missed more Caitlin Clark news. But this one was a different kind of news. They were playing the Chicago Sky, which looks like it's going to be a rivalry game for the remainder of Caitlin Clark It's two, two players like Bird and Magic who are following each other's careers into the league, and they're gonna be battling each other probably for years to come.
Mm-hmm.
But into the third quarter,
I think it was the third. Yeah.
yeah, I think it was the third quarter. There was a play on the Fever were making a play on one end of the court. I even forget who scored. Not that it matters to this story, but somebody scored, and as they were running down the court, Caitlin Clark was saying something. She first bowed Kennedy Carter, and then she said something that Kennedy Carter clearly took umbrage against. Like, oh, this is what we're doing?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they go down to the other end of the court. Somebody on the Sky scored. I think Kennedy Carter scored.
Yeah, she did.
And then after she scored, Aaliyah Boston went to inbound the ball. And before she could inbound the ball, Kennedy Carter laid Caitlin Clark's ass out. And that's how you have to say it, because that's what it looked like. She hip checked her and knocked her smooth to the ground. Picking up at the time, I guess it was a did they call it? No, it was a technical foul. So she shot a free throw for it. She shot at least one free throw.
But it was a common foul.
It was a common foul.
Yeah, it was a foul on the inbound, so the ball wasn't inbound. So she fouled it before they inbounded.
Oh, they called that a common foul. Okay, I thought they switched it over to a tech, but it was a common. Okay, but now it has since been upgraded to a flagrant one, which it should have been a flagrant one from the start, if we're just being honest.
Yeah.
So, but that ain't the story. The story is the backlash that has come out of a result of the hip check. Now,
you knew it was coming.
Rewind about 3 or 4 days ago, and Charles Barkley on TNT said, and I'm gonna get as close to the quote as I can. Hey, you girls in the WNBA, stop hating on Caitlin Clark. She's the reason why you got charter plays. She's trying to bring y'all more money. She's making your league better. In loose quote. Now, I felt the way about that when he said it, but we'll get to that also in a second. Fast forward to Kendrick innocently on his own post, or at least it looked that way in the initial. He made a comment. Kendrick, would you like to tell the people what you said on your post?
Trying to think which one is the one where I was like,
dog.
Like she'll be all right, basically.
No, well, it was the one after she'd be all right, because that one didn't draw the hires of people like the other one did. The second one is the one that got everybody's attention.
Not hating, but 3 points on 1 of 10 shooting in 29 minutes. Homegirl needs some rest. Love her game, but it's a grind. Oh, and Sabrina Ionescu was her before her. That one.
Yeah. Now, for some reason, that post made people say, but what about the foul? And people just went off on his page. And so I just for context put up a reel and said, hey, look at the whole context of the play before you crucify Kennedy Carter. She didn't just go down and hip check her just because she had nothing better to do that day.
Right.
So that post drew, I don't know if you saw mine, because I had to take mine down because it got ugly. The racists were racing.
Wow.
And so,
I didn't even, like I said, I hadn't really.
Yeah, I ended up taking it down because it got real ugly. When people say, well, look at you blacks doing it again, I was like, oh, gotta take that one down. It's getting ugly. Rather than me respond, let me just, because you about to say something and I'm about to say something, and let's just take it down. We don't need all that. And I have a show that I do every Monday night, so I can voice my opinion there. So anyway,
right.
Checking Twitter, it's been ugly like that the entire time. Like, there are so many layers to this conversation. Some of the layers, I feel like there's some people that shouldn't be a part of the conversation because you really don't know what you're talking about. And then other parts are just the trolls that you normally get in a sports conversation that really just want to stir the pot anyway. But I'm coming to my brothers tonight to ask them, what do y'all think about all this madness? Is Caitlin Clark being treated unfairly? Is the WNBA targeting her, meaning the players, or And should the WNBA and NBA be protecting her more? Should she be getting more calls? Because she's only a rookie, but should she be getting the star privilege? Because she's arguably the biggest star in the WNBA right now. So let's dive in.
Well, like I said in my post before that, I think she's just getting the same treatment that rookies have gotten since the dawn of time.
Right.
Facts.
Everybody's just being brand new about it because it's her. But like, this is no different. I mean, I was talking to somebody else, like, look at Jordan against the bad boy Pistons, how they used to beat the hell out of him when he was he's making the league and he's making them all their money and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Greg's right. Angel Reese is getting beat up too. She's a rookie and she's handling it. And she's like, yeah, I expected that. And so everybody caping for it, a lot of people caping for it don't watch basketball. You can tell by their comments.
Right.
And then as far as should the WNBA protect her, for what? I mean, she's playing ball like everybody else. I mean, Candace Parker got that same shit. They all get it. And women, I'm sorry, women's basketball is much more physical than men's on every level.
Much more physical. Yeah.
On every girl.
And by the way, it has to be because they play a lower game. They play a lower game, so they're not above the rim. Yeah. So it's going to be more physical. So that's a whole nother part.
But yeah, you go to a girls' basketball game, and those games, I mean, they're brutal sometimes. And so, I mean, that's just how it is. And so, is a lot of it from the players jealousy? Probably, yeah. Some of them, yeah, I'm sure. But I mean,
some of it might be frustration, as Molly and Monica so eloquently stated this morning, and I'm okay with that too. Yeah. Cam, you got that look on your face. What did you really say? I know that look. After 3 years, I know that look.
I think she get a little bit more scrutiny.
Yeah.
Than everybody has gotten. I think she get a little bit more, and I think it's because of it's not self-inflicted. It's because of how she came in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they already donned her as the face of the WNBA, which I personally believe she will be one day.
Yeah.
I feel like this is logo stuff. Like, you know, of course, you got to play it out. She got to play. She got to perform. We got to see what it is. But, I mean, she's already done so much before she even stepped on the court. And other people, you know, I'm taking the races out of it. Other people are saying, hey, what about me, though? I came in. I won in college. Caitlin didn't. You know, but I won in college. And why we don't get the same that – so I get all of that. I get all the scrutiny and I get all that. But at the end of the day, that girl got something that a lot of people don't have, too. That girl got a Steph Curry trigger. You know what I mean? And once she figure it out, once she get the right coaching, the right players, she figure it out. It's going to be a lot of people upset about it. But I think she's going to be the face of the league. I mean, you know, she's getting treated like everybody else have gotten treated, but I think it's a little bit more, though, because of how she came in.
Okay.
Just my opinion, though.
By the way, you said something that I'm definitely going to highlight here in just a second because I think it's very important. Go ahead, Chad.
Well, I'm going to piggyback on what Kendrick said. I think Caitlin has gotten everything that she wanted in college, and then she's trying to bring that over to the WNBA, and it's not working out. You kind of little sense of entitlement that's going on. Because she thinks she should get every call, but you are a rookie, so you're not going to get every call. She did jaw with one of the WNBA's, I wouldn't say necessarily dirty, but she's very physical and she's had some issues, different teams. So, she didn't check that scouting report to see, what that was about. But Kendrick did say Sabrina Ionescu, which I think that is comparison to Caitlin, but I think Sabrina handled things totally different than what Caitlin's doing. Sabrina, not enough talk is about her. She almost beat Steph Curry in the 3-point contest.
Right.
So
right.
I think
because Steph Curry let her do that.
I mean, be that as it may.
She made the shots. They had to be at the end of the day. She had to make the shot.
Be that as it may.
Make it interesting, Steph.
Be that as it may, I mean, still she was in the game. So
Okay.
I feel like if anybody need to be slighted, it should be her because though their games are similar, and she didn't get this much pub when she got in the league, and I just think that Kayla needs to pay her dues, and that's what the
But
player.
is that Caitlin's fault though?
It's
Like,
not. It's a lot of media hyping her up.
you just
like,
brought up two people,
Mhm.
and now one of them is Caitlin's fault.
Right.
No, I didn't say
But
Kayla's
that's
fault.
what that's how I feel like that's how we treat her.
But I'm saying she brought some of this on herself by some of the things that her mannerisms on the court and some of the things that she thinks that she's owed. I think
It started when they called her name, like in the draft. Like she already got the scrutiny.
nah. It was before
from the day of the draft. She got scrutinized.
It was before that, bro. It was before that.
Huh?
She's gotten that before that, man.
I'm talking about before she even go to the WNBA. She's already gotten this title already. Like,
Yeah, but when you get a title, there's a certain way that you're supposed to handle it. If you join with somebody in the WNBA and you join, what you think gonna happen?
Like the chosen one. Okay, I got you. My bad.
Well, I think it's the John, and you ain't really done nothing yet.
You ain't, yeah, and
That's the part right there. But let me highlight something that both of you said, and really all of you said, and it's important to take out of this conversation. Number one, Cam, you said she's taking the reins. How'd you say it? I can't even read my own writing. That's sad. Can't even read my own writing. But basically, taking the race out of it. You said taking the race out of it. Let's be clear. The frustration that's being felt in the WNBA is definitely not a black or white thing. Kennedy Carter is just one of many that is feeling the frustration. I would almost guarantee you, matter of fact, if you saw the Final Four coverage of Sue Bird and Diane Taurasi, especially when they brought like Breonna Stewart on, she seemed annoyed talking about Caitlin Clark.
Mhm.
She was like, because when they asked her, do you consider Caitlin Clark one of the GOATs? Breonna Stewart was like, well, you got to win to be a GOAT.
Right.
yeah,
And Breonna was like, I won 4 in a row. I know she was thinking, I won 4 in a row.
yeah.
If anybody had been in this GOAT conversation,
She won 4 in a row, and she didn't lose very often, like, period.
I think she won 2 games, 3, maybe her whole college career.
Right.
Yeah. And the fact that Caitlin Clark's, I was listening to somebody today, her teammates didn't need to go over to help her out. That's telling as well.
That's another conversation. We're going to get to that in a minute.
Yeah, half of them gonna be gone. Half of them gonna be gone in a couple of years.
I was gonna say that's an important part of the conversation, but we got to get to that in a minute. But I just want to say this real quick. The other part that's interesting to me about this race thing that everybody's trying to make is that it's almost like the implication is, the implication is that everybody wants to cater the rules to fit to make her not to give her an advantage, but to allow her to play better, or to have her, or to protect her. I guess that's the best way to say it. To protect her, which is insane to me, because there's nothing that anybody's doing. First of all, I've been all in on the WNBA for the last 10 years. So for all of you who are just not catching up to it, welcome to the party, because it's been like this forever. But that's the first time I've ever seen somebody hip check somebody like that. Now, I can honestly say I've never seen that before. But I also understand I don't get to tell somebody how to respond to what somebody just said to them or done to them on the other end. So I don't know what Caitlin said to Kennedy that set her off that bad. Because I've actually never seen Kennedy hip check anybody like that either.
Yeah.
So clearly she took umbrage of whatever was said to her. So I think we got to put that balance into the conversation, which was all I was trying to say to people last night. Let's put the whole thing in context. Not to say that Kenny was right, but I think she didn't just do it on a whim. She didn't just do it because I don't like Caitlin Clark, but she probably don't like her. But she did it for a reason. There was a reason behind it. So that was one part of the conversation. But I do want to talk about, because everybody keeps focusing on her teammates didn't get her back last night or whenever this was. But if you go back through the 9 games they played, they never fought for her. They have not stood up for her Not one time.
Well, they're even on the screen when Breonna Stewart hit her on the screen. Breonna didn't do anything. She stood up and took a proper screen. That's on her teammates for not calling it out.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody tried to make Breonna put on this hard screen. She just put a screen on and did like that. That's on her teammates for not calling out the screen.
So it makes me wonder: is there an injury problem for Caitlin? Period. Because we see the play on the court, they look disjointed and horrible, and they can't make an open shot, and they're all over the place. Their team right now. Which, by the way, Cam is probably right. They're going to have a new coach and probably new players there soon, so it won't matter. It may not matter this time next year anyway. But right now, it just looks like a hot mess. But I got to also point out the fact that maybe there's a connection issue for Caitlin as well, because her teammates don't seem to. I don't know. Something is wrong, man. They're not rocking. The only one that seems to be like, I'm gonna help you, I'm gonna mentor you, I'm gonna try to get you through this is Aaliyah Boston to me.
Yeah, because they haven't practiced. Because the WNBA is trying to capitalize on Caitlin, so they've got a plan almost every night. I mean, they've already played 11 games. The Las Vegas Aces have played 6, and so they're not practicing. The college season just ended 2 months ago, so they haven't had time to do off-court bonding and all that type of stuff. So they don't really know each other.
Right.
I mean, they should still have her back because it's her teammate.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they like her or not, because they probably don't even know her well enough to like her or not, because they have not had time to gel. and I mean, that's a variety of people's faults.
Well, you still don't have to like anybody to work with somebody, right?
Right.
So I mean, you can still show some type of commonality, as a team. So I mean, but that is just telling that they didn't, fight for or get up in the old girl's face, or that says volumes to me as watching it.
They need Haley Van Lith. She'll run in there and fight somebody.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you, Matt Barnes said they need an enforcer, and so did Draymond Green. Do they need an enforcer?
Yeah, I would think so. They may need old girl. If she, I forgot her name. That's why I keep calling her old girl. They probably need her to get traded so they can have her the enforcer.
Carmella? Cardosa?
Yeah.
Carmella, she played great. For her first game back, she did a great job.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Haley Van Lith, Kendrick, I saw her a couple days ago working out down here.
Yeah, she's down at TCU. My coworker, he's a TCU grad, so he's all excited about her being there.
Yeah, she's putting in work.
In honor of Charlie Ward, because he would feel a way about what you just did.
And that was a humble flex.
He's gonna drop that in the show, like, oh, by the way.
Wow. Well, I mean, he brought it up, man. Hey, he brought it up.
Yeah. Lloyd loves hitting everybody else with the humble flex.
Yeah. That's not what I do. I don't humble flex. I just try to stay the course.
Sure. Okay.
That's the buttons are right there. So, so where do y'all think this is going with Caitlin? Is she going like this? This is all you say. It's only 11 games in, and we got like 21 games left.
She better lift some weight.
Huh?
She better lift some weights.
Well, Kendrick offered a very interesting solution. He said, man, she need to check one of these fools. She need to fight back.
She does. The only way you're going to get these bullies to quit bullying is you got to step up to somebody. Now, she may take an L.
She's going to take an L.
But, I mean, that's how she's going to get the respect from the other players and her teammates. So you don't have to win the fight, but she has to show she's going to fight back instead of flopping around and looking at the refs. I mean, yeah, she got hip checked. She didn't get hip checked that hard.
Right.
You had to quit flopping around and turning for the refs and buck up to somebody.
What do you think is missing other than time? What do you think is missing from her and her teammates? Why is there such a because they're disconnected on every level. Like, they don't play well together. They don't communicate well on the court. It's just a lot of bad basketball.
I think this is a lot that she inherited too. Like they was trash last year.
Right.
The reason why
they pick.
So
twice.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a rehaul. It's gonna take a different approach, coaching, everything. I think it's gonna take everything.
Yeah, maybe we would have a different conversation if she was in Las Vegas or something.
Yeah. You can't have what she drafted.
It's defeated if it was in Las Vegas.
Right. Yeah, they're a young team. They're super young. Yeah. And so, like Cam said, they were the number one pick for a reason. Probably gonna get it again this year.
Well, but that number one pick this year might be Paige Beckers.
Could be.
And number one to get. Like if you had Paige Beckers and Caitlin and Aaliyah, you should start winning at some point.
You will start winning.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty solid team right there, or core anyway. I think Caitlin has come into the league the wrong way. And here's what I mean by that. And this is old man wisdom 101. When you are coming in as the so-called star or whatever, or the leader, you have to kind of go above and beyond to ingratiate yourself to your team. So it's up to her to say, hey, y'all, let's go out to dinner, my treat. Hey, y'all, come by the house. Let's sit down and talk a little bit. Let's watch some basketball together. Or let's just hang out. Whatever you got to do to make them see you as part of them. And I think there's a little bit of, I'm Caitlin and you're the Pips.
Entitlement, like I was saying. Entitlement.
Well, it's entitlement, but I think it's entitlement based on ignorance, not based on malice. I don't think she's intentionally trying to. I think this is all new because the WNBA has never had this before. So this is a new space that they're in. And I think she's struggling to understand what her role and responsibility is. And I think that's.
I was saying she may need a true vet. I don't know what the Indiana Fever's vets look like. I don't know if they have like a true vet. So maybe that's what she needs.
Well, not just a vet. You need a vet with some cachet. Like somebody who's been there, done that, maybe even won. If I was in Indiana, I'll be honest with you, I would probably trade for somebody who has either been an intricate part of a championship team or led a championship team. Do you know what she needs? She needs a Kyrie to her Luka.
Yeah, probably. But I don't want to go so far as to say she needs to do, because we don't know behind closed doors. Maybe she has done all that stuff. We don't know. And so I just think she's just young. The team's young. The team's bad. The team was been bad for 2 years, and so it's just growing pains. I mean, I don't want to say if she has or hasn't ingratiated because we don't know, and so.
Well, let me tell you what I think I'm right on this. I've never taken a friend out to dinner that didn't have my back. The fact that they have been tossing her around like a rag doll for 11 games and she's been knocked to the ground all them games, to me tells me you ain't got a lot of friends. Because somebody on my friendship group, and I'm sure it's the same with you guys, somebody would have said something, hey man, or at least gotten into a face. Because ain't nobody gonna really fight most days anyway. But at least jump in somebody's face and push them or something. They ain't done nothing. So that tells me either now Marlon McNutt tried to say, well, it's maybe not in their DNA. But I don't know how you make it to professional sports without toughness being in your DNA.
Gotcha.
So I'm thinking it's just
there's plenty of guys that's not in their DNA to fight. There's plenty of I ain't fighting nobody guys.
Yeah, but they're not punks though. They coming off like chumps.
When LSU got that fight with South Carolina, Angel wouldn't sat on the bench.
So you say she all talking, no, all barking, no bite.
Because she looked over at Carmela Cardoso was like, nah, I got it. This is Real time, you got to pick your balance.
Yeah, you know what you're gonna win and what you're gonna lose. You know.
Right. She picked the battle on now. That was a business decision.
Now that teammates, look at that.
And now they're teammates. That worked, so it worked out. It worked out. But I don't know. I just feel like there's something not quite right there. And obviously I'm speculating, but I don't know if I'm off on this one because for 11 games, you don't watch them get beat around the court and y'all don't want to do nothing. Like nothing. Except the only thing they've done is pull away and say, stop doing that.
Guarantee whatever their next game is, that somebody's gonna buck up to somebody. Just because
You think so?
not it so much, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I blame the coach on that too. You should be able to tell your players to help your star player up.
I don't understand the coach not saying that. Matter of fact, I would say it publicly at a press conference. I'm waiting for one of our teammates to step up and do something.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the kill monkey in this league?
John Chaney.
John Chaney. Where's the John Chaney in this league?
Becky Hammond ain't playing that stuff.
Oh, this would not happen on the Becky Hammond team. I can promise you. This ain't happening on Teresa Witherspoon team.
No.
And she just started coaching.
Right.
So I'm just saying, I just think there's something not quite right all the way around with the Indiana Fever. But
yeah, that starts at home though. That starts at home in Indiana at practice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does.
But they don't even practice. They playing too many games.
That's why they got the wrong coach. Everybody know that coach ain't gonna be there.
Yeah.
Right.
But now let's talk about the last part of this conversation, then we'll move forward. Charles shouldn't have said what he said. I'm sorry. He's wrong.
Yeah.
He's wrong. It's not the girls in the WNBA are hating on her. They may hate her, and they may not like her, and they may resent her for getting the press that she's getting and the money that she's getting. But the backlash is because I think it's more about you have to earn this. If you are what you say you are, you have to earn this. I don't think it's a malicious attack on her at all. I just don't. I've watched 9 out of the 11 games, and I've yet to see a malicious attack other than the hip check from Kennedy Carter.
Facts. You gotta earn.
That's just my opinion.
You gotta earn your keep there.
Cam was perplexed.
It's different when they playing the Fever, when they playing her. You can see it. For me, it's different. It's a different. It's a way we say we're going to prove to you. Mm-hmm. Like we've been here. Like it is different. Yeah.
Okay, what's wrong with that though?
I didn't say that was wrong, but it's not normal like at any other game. That's what I'm saying. It's a big difference. You know it is. Well, come on.
Well, when they televise, 40 of the 42 games, it is different.
Yeah, I mean, but guess what? That comes with the manuscript, though. I get it, but I'm still calling a spade a spade. It's different.
The televising of the game is because of who she is, not because they're treating her different. I think I don't know. To me, I watch WNBA games. I have yet to see a game that she's in that looks any different, other than they're highlighting that she's getting it more so than they highlight other people getting it. But the stuff that she get, Candace Parker got, Maya Moore got, Breonna Stewart got, John Taurasi got. Kelsey Plum talks about her first come to Jesus meeting. Diana Taurasi called her on a pick and roll and knocked her out of bounds. She flew out of bounds. So it's just part of it. It doesn't look different to me, but I've seen a lot of WNBA games, so I guess that's why I'm saying it doesn't feel and look different to me.
For me, it's a different mentality. When you playing her, you can just see it. It's almost like I can say it's hard to explain, but it's like when you who's the fool for Milwaukee, the little guard. It's like when you playing against who? It's like you're expecting that. So you're gonna get something different. Steve is the one blowing in LeBron's ear and all that stuff. When you play those kind of players, you already know before the tip off. You already know that. And I'm saying it's a different vibe when they play in the Fever, when they playing against her. And and I believe it's some stuff that she ain't asked for that she automatically gets because of how she got drafted. She's #1 pick. She getting all this money. And the other superstars, all of them ain't voicing it, but they like what? We was here. We've been here. We've been saving this league. Like, when y'all let this come in like the face or whatever, y'all saying this
Is
is
she your queen? Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So it is like, okay, I'm gonna show y'all then. When we play her, I'm gonna show y'all.
Yeah,
it is some of
they're
that.
going at it. They definitely going at it.
100%.
That part is different to me. I don't have a problem with it. I don't see anything wrong with them going at her.
I
Because
didn't say it was a problem. I just said
yeah.
You just tell though.
Right.
I'm just saying, making her the face when there could have been other faces already in the league.
But see, if you saying that, Chad, as a guy who watching, what do you think the girls are saying that's playing? Some of them ain't gonna out and say that, but they do feel that way.
Yeah.
So
And by the way, I don't consider her the face. I think it's Asia Wilson. I think Asia Wilson is far and away the best WNBA player in the league.
and you thought Milwaukee was gonna go to the finals the last 3 years. In 3 years, we'll find out who the face is.
Huh?
I said that. I'm sorry, Larry.
No,
Allen.
say it again. Say it with your chest.
R.I.P. Larry Allen. I'm sorry.
No, say it with your chest. You try to say it with your throat. Say it with your chest.
Hey man, I ain't trying to fight you. You way over there. I'm way over here. I'm in the car with you, my brother.
Hey, he just gave you a virtual hip check. That was a virtual hip check.
I still pull that way.
Hip check.
Virtual hip check. Yeah.
I flopped a little bit on that one. Don't take it too seriously. I flopped a little bit.
My fault. I'm sorry.
Listen. I think we got a long way to go with this with Kayla's career. It was way too early to be crowning her anything. Yeah, it's way.
Rookie of the year. I mean, she's putting up stats. I mean, that last game, she struggled. But like I said, she's worn out. And
Yeah.
so, I mean, she's putting up her stats. I mean, she's already got a 30-point game under her belt. And so, yeah, I mean, she's gonna be fine.
But even the worn out is an indicative of what you said, Kendrick. They don't have a real training camp, so she thinks she's got to come in and do everything. When the truth of the matter is, you got some quality players on your team. Now, not a lot of quality players. You got at least 2 or 3 quality players in Martinez and in Boston that you can lean on them and be like, okay, let me get the ball to her. Let me get and find her spots. Let me get the ball in this. Let me get this pick and roll going with Aaliyah Boston. Let's see what we can do, and just really take advantage of what you have, and don't think you got to do everything yourself. So,
and that's the role she played at Iowa. And
right.
That's what she knows right now. I mean, again, it's going to take some time.
Putting up stats is always great. She's got to win. I mean, Russell Westbrook put up amazing stats, but he hasn't won anything yet. So,
Lloyd's favorite player is putting up a lot of stats, not winning anything too.
Who's my favorite player?
LeBron.
Don't do that. Wow. He's a Laker, and I love him as a Laker. There you go. There you go. So, there you go. They got real now.
It's getting icy in the room.
It's icy. It's icy. We should probably go to question 1 and 2 right now. Can you say you got to go? You got to get out of here?
Yeah, I'm going to have to get out of here in a minute.
We appreciate you, brother. And whenever you fold off, we know you fold off, but we appreciate you when you do.
Well,
all right.
Hold on. Before he goes, I understand we got these order questions, but I need to know who he got in the finals. I don't want to wait to games.
That's a great question.
Like, this is who I had. I'm leaving ACC, and he like,
we need that on record. I agree.
I'll go on. It's a tough one. I ain't gonna lie. It's a tough one for me.
It is a tough.
I really like that Boston squad, but I really like the way Dallas is playing right now. And so I don't know. It's a tough one. I have a hard time trusting the Celtics. I do. And I mean, when it gets hot in that kitchen, I don't really trust them that much. So I think I'm going with the Mavericks in 6, but it's very lukewarm. It's very lukewarm. What, Cam?
I guess he don't like that. I guess
we didn't want your lukewarm answer. Who you got?
I said I'm going with the Mavericks.
Yeah, he said it's 6.
The Mavs in 6. Okay. Listen, I just don't want to be looking at believing the ACC, and he be like, I told you I had to marry, but I told you it was iffy. No. Who you got?
I've been right on the show.
Well, listen, the ACC ain't gonna be mean for a while anyway, so you better get it now.
Pick up every season.
Right.
There you go.
Thank you, Kendrick. We appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, man.
Hey, y'all take it easy.
You too.
All right. Oh man, that was good stuff.
Thanks.
Okay, so let's get into what we saw first, and then we'll get into what we think is going to happen. And actually, we can do all three questions together, really, because they all tie together.
Which one are we doing first?
Well, you want to start, Ken? We'll let you start. Go ahead.
We talking about the West?
We talking about it all because it all kind of ties together.
You put a little post up. This is a humble fix because that's what it was for Anthony Edwards.
Wow, you coming for Anthony Edwards now?
I ain't coming for nobody. I'm just telling you that's what it is, though. You talked all that noise. You calling out Kyrie. You got to be careful, young.
Yeah, you poked the bear, and the bear won.
Yeah, put some hot sauce on you.
You know what?
Bear clearly won.
Here go the crazy thing, Lord. I don't know if Kyrie played like this. He ain't called out like that. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, man, you better be careful. You talking to somebody who potentially could have been the Finals MVP in 2016.
Yeah.
Relax, man.
Yeah. But Anthony was young. He don't know no better. He don't know no better.
He should.
He should, but he don't.
Yeah.
Know.
All right.
I don't know if
Now he does. Now he does.
I don't know if he should at 22. And let me say this. He didn't necessarily not show up. Because he did show up. He just showed up alone. He didn't realize he was going to show up alone. You know how you show up at a fight and you think you got backup, and then you turn your left corner and you see one dude, and then the other dude you're supposed to see, he does one of them Homer Simpson type vibes. That was Cat. Cat did the Homer Simpson.
That's different what you're talking about showing up somebody else. See, he showed up against Denver too, but he also showed up on defense against Murray.
Yeah.
See,
but Murray ain't Kyrie. He didn't know that.
Murray final numbers was pretty good, just like Kyrie's was too.
No, I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm saying, but Kyrie's a different animal. That's a different.
100%. But you couldn't tell when you calling him out. Murray is just as effective as Kyrie is with that Denver squad because all the focus is on Joker.
I wonder how much tape before he called him out had he watched on Kyrie. Because it sounded like none. Because I've never.
Nah,
he did it at the press conference when they beat Denver.
That's what I'm saying. I think he hadn't studied enough to call out.
I think it was just overconfident.
Jordan comparisons came to him, and you know
that's what it was.
It's good to be confident.
Yeah, but we're gonna come back and win. See all that stuff, that adrenaline and all that stuff.
Yeah, that was rough.
This is a humble flex.
It's good to be confident, but you can't be confident and crazy at the same time.
No.
Yeah, that was a little bit crazy. And plus, I'm not 100% sure they would coach well in that series either, because some of the lack of adjustments that were being made. I don't care what Anthony Edwards said after game one. I would not have let him try to guard Kyrie in game 2 or 3. Yeah. Damn his confidence. I don't care. We're going to put you back on Luka and see if we can hold the fort down that way. And if you want to try to help in the fourth quarter of these games, that's different. But what you're not going to do is have me out here looking crazy. And he did. It just wasn't a good. I just don't think they were ready for the moment as they thought they were. And J Kidd and Luka and Kyrie were absolutely ready for the moment.
Yeah, and
I got to ask you a question real quick. Boston. Did they cakewalk to this because the East crumbled underneath their feet?
I don't know what they did, but I tried to tell y'all this before the playoffs started.
I mean,
you knew the East was gonna crumble like this.
No, I knew Boston was gonna win the East. Is what I'm saying.
Well, everybody thought Boston was gonna win the East.
Huh?
Everybody thought Boston in their heart was gonna win the East.
Who, you did?
Huh?
You said you thought Boston was gonna win the East? You told me you didn't trust them. You didn't see them coming out.
Listen. I still don't know if I trust them. I'm not 100% sure I trust them because but the blessing was everything that I didn't trust about them, they never had to address. Because Tyrese Halliburton went out, Jalen Brunson went out, so that ended that run.
I guess we'll wait till after the finals, then you'll have a different approach.
Well, if they win the championship, and it don't matter what I trusted, because everything fell into their lap. Everything fell into their lap. But I don't think it's going to be the cakewalk that a lot of people think it's going to be with Boston and Dallas.
It's not going to be a cakewalk for either team.
To get to the finals, you have to have some sort of luck. So, I mean, even though Boston has been a significant, steady team, down the stretch, you do need a little luck to get there because they didn't have to face, Tyrese Halliburton. And although they didn't, the games were still close, except for like one.
And they didn't have Porzingis in some of those games, right?
Are they going to have Porzingis? I still haven't heard
I think they said
what his status is.
I think
when I'm looking at prize picks, he on there.
Yeah, I think he's be back game one.
Okay. Will he be ready though?
I mean, I don't know how effective.
Well, here's my opinion. At the position that they got him at, they can use them as a decoy. Because you talk about Tatum and Brown, they can go to the basket. That means that Porzingis can draw that big man out because he can shoot. So you got to respect that. So if Lively's holding them, if Gafford is holding them,
yeah.
Tatum, they can go to the rack. And we listen, we know they shoot threes like crazy, but we know Tatum and Brown will put their head down and go to the rack. Straight up.
Well, they got to figure out a way to get one of them dudes away from the basket.
100%. And get them together.
Yeah. That's really the key to winning the series, in my opinion. They got to get one of them guys away from the basket, whether it's Gafford or Lively. And I vote Lively because Lively is spry and young and got pink lungs and don't know no better. You know what I mean? So I think if you can get one of them guys away from the basket, you got a better shot of getting downhill from the angles. But if you don't, then it's going to be a long. You better hope them threes drop now.
Yeah. Well, okay, we'll wait for this second.
We're there.
I think the biggest thing.
Go ahead, Chad.
Oh, no, my bad. I said I think the biggest thing with Dallas is Jones and PJ Washington been hitting those corner threes. In the playoffs, they got 924 attempts for 40%. I think Boston, they're going to have to actually focus on that because that will be a big key of them winning is how they cut down those corner threes.
Especially at home. They don't miss them at home. Yeah, they don't miss them at home. Yeah.
I'm going to take a page out of Lloyd's book on this one.
Okay.
I'm going to let you know why I have the Celtics in 5 or 6.
Okay.
6. I'm going to let you know why. I'm taking it straight out of Lloyd's book. Matter of fact, I'm turning the page right now and it says Lloyd's book.
Okay.
White and Drew Holiday. You talking about this backcourt defense. And I'm not saying you finna shut Kyrie down. No. I'm not saying you finna shut Luka down. No. But you saw in some series when Luka get tired, that's when you can attack the Mavs. And I'm telling you, they got bodies they can throw at Luka. And not only White, not only Holiday, but then you can turn around and throw Brown and Tatum. Like these are people that's athletic, long arms, defenders, you know what I mean? So I think because of defense alone, I had the Mavericks first. I had picked the Mavericks first to win the series. I'm definitely going with Boston now. After I look at the whole structure thing, and Porzingis may come back, which is going to pull the center out, which means they can go in and attack and kick out the three, whatever they want to do. They can run. I don't see Dallas being able to stop them from doing what they want to do. And when you can defend, and you can't stop Kyrie. Listen,
no.
You can't. And hey, good job, Rudy Gobert, for getting Defensive Player of the Year. But you can't stop nobody one-on-one. It's a team defense, it's a team effort why you got that award. Yeah. But you can slow Kyrie down enough. If you can do that enough, and if you can slow down Luka enough, listen, Luka may get 35, but you may get a Luka that's playing out of the game though, shooting other kind of shots where he should be passing it to so and so. You can get him out of rhythm, you can beat him.
Before we go on to your pick, Chad. No, you know what? Go on with your pick, and then I'll make my comment. Go ahead.
I think that for the Mavericks to truly win, and they have to have Luka be the best player on the court, better than Brown, better than Tatum. He can do that. I think you got to get Kyrie going early, so he'll be also involved in the game as well. And those two, they know how to open and they'll know how to close we've seen that Boston can, even though they have a great defense, they can give up leads, and you just got to know how to close them out. So I think that the Mavericks can do that. I think they'll win 4-2. They have to have a consistent PJ Washington, consistent Derrick Jones, and the bigs need to also contribute. So I think they also have others that they can throw at Boston as well.
Okay, before we get to my selection as it is, Cam, and I blame you for what's about to happen.
Can I tell you something? Before you do this, can I say something?
Go ahead.
It's going to be a showdown because for the last 3 years, maybe 4, Luka, Tatum, first team All NBA.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, I have to say this before we go, and I blame Cam for all of this because I had forgotten about it, and I was gonna let it go, but I need to say this publicly. I need this to be on record.
Say what now? Your phone messed up.
You broke it.
What happened?
We need new voters. We need new voters for Defensive Player of the Year. Whoever's been voting on it, they need their cards, their passes, their credentials revoked from voting on that award. You don't know what the hell you're looking at. Rudy Gobert is one of the worst defensive players I've ever seen in my life. One of the absolute worst. And I know that's the. And by the way, I'm talking about a guy who's probably going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Off his defense alone.
That's the only thing he's got. Yeah. He has no other part of his game. He has no offensive game whatsoever. Yeah. His footwork around the basket is terrible.
But he can do that. He can do that. It's some other players like that. That's fine.
It is players like that. So that's what I'm saying. He's going to make the Hall of Fame for his defense and alone. He'll get in the Hall of Fame, but not legitimately. I used to question why other players were saying in the league every year they'd have these anonymous polls and they say, man, all the players think Rudy Gobert's defense is overrated. I hadn't seen him play that much to make a decision one way or the other. But after watching him play five games in the Western Conference Final, after playing 7 games in the second round, he is one of the worst defensive players I've ever seen in my life.
Who did he beat out?
It's stunning how bad he is.
Who did he beat out?
AD.
He beat out AD. He beat out Victor Wembanyama.
Wow.
That was the main two.
Those are the main two, right? AD. If I'm AD, I know I've been robbed.
Yeah.
There's no question I've been robbed. Yeah. That is a travesty of when you watch Rudy Gobert play defense. The first thing that pops in your head is, what the hell are you doing? Like, what are you doing? He doesn't read well. He doesn't track well. He doesn't understand the angles. So how is he winning Defensive Player of the Year? He doesn't have any defensive instincts.
Just tall, they can block a couple shots.
It helped that their team was ranked. I think their team was ranked number 1 in defense too, right?
Their team was ranked number 1 in defense. And he lazily by default got the nod. He is a terrible, terrible defensive player. Okay, I just had to get that out of my system.
He's a terrible on the ball defensive player. That's what I think.
He's a terrible he's a terrible help side.
I mean, he come and block shots from the help side. I get it.
Yeah, but help side in the sense of
I get it. I mean,
helping the help side of the weak side. Like, he's not a real true help side.
I got you.
So the award is a blocking award.
The numbers don't lie, though. The numbers don't lie.
If you could block
no, they completely lied. These numbers completely lied. These numbers, Juicy Smoulier lied. These numbers, Donald Trump lied.
You can't take the numbers away, though.
Well, I can't take them away, but that doesn't mean they're true. That doesn't mean that they justify what he did.
You can't take them away. I understand that. You can't take the numbers away, though.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay. I just had to get that out of my system.
I know. I feel you, Lord. We know why Dwight Howard got Defensive Player of the Year. I don't see it with him, though.
It's not there. He is not a good defensive player.
At all.
All right. All right. You had to get that out of my system. Okay, with that being said, this is one of the first times I've ever given a real-time prediction. Like, I came into this today, and I still didn't know who I was going to pick. And listening to you, Cam, you made some very compelling points. listening to you, Chad, you made some very compelling points. I think this is going to come down to two things: blowouts and close games. If the Celtics can be the Celtics that they've been all season long, they beat the Mavs in 5. They beat the Mavs in 5. And by the way, that's not unlikely that they can do that because they got more firepower than the Mavs have. So if Derek White gets to cooking and Jrue Holiday gets to cooking and Jalen is Jalen and Jason is Jason, Mavs have no shot. They don't have enough scoring. And Luka and Kyrie could put up 72 a game, and they're going to lose 125 to 72. So that's if the defense of the Mavs has not grown like it looks like it has grown. Now, if we have 7 or 5 to 7 close games, give me the Mavericks. I like the Mavericks closing way more than I like Boston closing. So now the question is, are we going to have more blowouts than close games, or are we going to have more close games than blowouts? I'm going to say, oh, man, this is tough. I'm going to say.
I know why it's tough for you.
Oh, yeah, there's obvious. Well, I'm trying to take that part out, Cam, honestly. I'm actually honestly trying to take that part out. I'm trying to just be a journalist here and not a diehard Laker fan who don't want to get their team. I'm gonna say the kids grow up. Boston in 7.
I feel like if
Boston in 7. Well, hold on, Chad, let me finish real quick, and then you jump back in.
Sure.
I think we're gonna have 2 blowouts and 4 close games, and the last close game will be in Boston, and they'll win. Simply because it's in Boston.
Yeah.
Hey,
all right.
No, go ahead, Chad. Go ahead, Chad.
I feel like Boston will win in spite of Missoula, and Dallas will win with kids coaching adjustment.
Because of kids, yeah.
Yeah.
Who did you pick, Chad?
I said Dallas 4-2.
He said Dallas in 6.
You went back to your roots. I get it.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
I got a Dirk shirt on, buddy.
Hey, you see that shirt? I got the same shirt. I got the same shirt. You believe me? I'm gonna pull it out right now.
Yeah, right now.
So,
last question: who's the MVP?
It depends on who wins.
Well,
I think if it's Boston, it's Jalen. I think Jalen's gonna win it.
I think if it's Boston, it has to be
Jalen will prove he's worth $300 million.
Jason Tatum. If they win, Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum.
Because Tatum has to get it because of the last performance they were calling him out as far as.
He doesn't have to.
Well, I'm saying it validate him because the last time they got there, they were calling him out because he'd say he didn't show up. So I feel like it would be a redemption.
I mean, you playing Steph in his prime. It's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be playing Luka and Kyrie and they.
No. You talking about him getting called out. You playing Steph. Who's
been
there? Tatum ain't been there like that. Steph been there. Like,
yeah.
Now, if the Mavs win, it's got to be Luka, right?
It's gonna be Luka because of the numbers. I'm telling you that right now. Points.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Based off numbers, yeah.
But it may be a thing where LeBron led in points, rebound, assists, but Kyrie had 2 40-point games, 3 40-point games. Like Kyrie may have something like that, but Luka gonna have the overall stats.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to question number 4, because question number 4 is an interesting one tonight, y'all.
Hey, I got. I get one more input on that thing.
You always wait till I ask the question. Go ahead.
If they lose, if the Celtics lose,
they not blowing it up, are they? They blowing it up.
Who might be gone?
Brown might be gone.
No.
Let me tell you why. It's impossible to have the two people on the same team making the highest pay in the NBA.
That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money.
Wouldn't you trade Tatum since you ain't got to pay him the max?
Trade who?
Tatum, since you don't have to pay him the max. You already gave.
Hell no. Over Brown?
Hey, depending on whose fault it is.
Listen, you're not trading Tatum. I'm gonna tell you that. Hey, Brown ain't got all NBA first team last 3-4 years.
But that's only because he plays with Tatum, not because he's not worthy of it.
What you want. If you was better than Tatum, you would get it.
Yeah.
If you was better than Tatum, you would get it. You're not better than Tatum.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I think it's close.
We need to put that on the show before the series over with. We need to close. Topic. Okay.
I have to. That's a good topic.
I say it's close.
That's closer to what I think Cam was trying to get credit for.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we move forward now, Cam? Because this is a really good question.
Okay.
It's a really good question. And it came up in the group chat, and we just were like, because we were looking at, and I have to give a little credit to First Take because they kind of got it first. But we like the question. Paul George is 34, which by the way shocked me. I was like, he is? God, I didn't know he was 34.
This is easy.
Paul George is 34. Kawhi is 32, but he's an old 32. His body's like 41.
Hey, the opposite of that too, Lloyd. And Paul George is a young 34 because he missed a couple of years.
He missed a couple of years.
Yeah.
So the question is, they're about to move in their brand new arena, where he would be a massive star in. They're gonna pay him his last big contract. Should he stay there and take advantage of all those things, or should he just go ahead and bounce now while he can and go for that ring? Because he's a plug. You plug Paul George into about 5 different teams, and that team is instantly a contender. And maybe the favorites, depending on where he goes. So what's your thoughts on this one, gentlemen?
I think Paul George needs to give them an ultimatum. Either I stay or Kyrie goes.
Kyrie or Kawhi?
I mean, not Kyrie, Kawhi.
Look at you. You back in your roots. You back in that.
Wrong K.
You said give him an ultimatum. Either I stay or Kawhi goes?
Yes.
Can't do that.
Ooh.
Why not?
Because of the way they came, you can't do that.
I don't, man. No.
They held the league. Listen, they held the league hostage for about 2 weeks.
Nah, but
they held the Lakers hostage for about 2 weeks. Yeah,
for about 3 years.
They always say the best ability is availability, and Kawhi is not available. So I think, you got to make a decision. You got to make a decision and bring somebody else in that can help Paul George if you're going to keep him and get something for Kawhi. Or Paul George bounces.
It's a tough one to me, man. This is
here's the crazy thing. I'll wait for Lloyd.
I go next. This is a tough one for me, man, because back in December was the first time I can honestly say I looked at the Clippers experiment and said, and it was right after we beat them. It seemed like they got on fire. And I was like, yo.
Yeah.
They might have figured, your boy might have figured this thing out. Ty Lue might have figured this thing out. Because he had James Harden playing the best he's played in 4 years. He had a healthy Kawhi, a healthy Paul George, Russell Westbrook. I remember Cam was talking about how great Russell Westbrook looked. And then once again, the bottom fell out, man. How many seasons can you do that if you Paul George? Waiting on Kawhi to pull it together and
Hey, it's just like when Tracy McGrady left Orlando because of Grant Hill getting hurt. You got to move on.
I think if I'm Paul George, this is my last run too. Time in on my side, man. I gotta go. Gotta find me a new home, man. That sucks too because they found something this year, and there were people saying the Clippers could win the whole thing when they went to the playoffs, And then when Kawhi went down again, it's like I don't know.
Ain't count on them when you need them.
It's like Whitney Houston and CeCe Wine. Count on me through thick and thin. Friendship that will never end. When you are weak, I will be strong. Okay, I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
Oh no.
I think I would go if I'm Paul George. I think I would go. God, dog. I think I would go.
Wow.
Ken, what you gonna do, man?
Wow. Listen. That's where the domino was gonna fall in the offseason.
That's one of the biggest dominoes. That is one of the biggest dominoes this offseason. I will agree 100% with you on that.
So you said something a while ago. You said he can go and be automatically the team is a contender. First of all, I got these teams. I got 7 teams listed right now. The Paul George can go right now, and they can contend for their conference title, possibly championship. First of all, he ain't got to go out of the state of California.
He ain't got to lead the building.
You can plug him in with the Lakers right now.
Yep.
You can plug him into Golden State right now.
Yep.
You can plug him into Sacramento right now. Scary one. I'm just telling you.
Fox and Paul George.
Who would you give up though? Who would you give up?
Sabonis,
Murray.
You have to give Murray.
I give up Keegan Murray for that.
100%. Or
you gotta give up nobody. He's a free agent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, he can walk right back over to Indiana with the team that they got right now with him, Siakam, and Hollenberg, and Turner.
Oh my God, they would have to be the favorites to me.
Yeah,
they would have to be the favorites. If he went back to Indiana, if he pulled a Michael Jackson, I'm going back to Indiana. They'd be the favorites. Listen. I don't think the Celtics could beat that team.
I don't either.
I don't think the Celtics could beat that team.
Or
okay,
you fly down, and I'm telling you that this guy's top 10 in the NBA right now. He is slipping down because he can't get first team All-NBA because of the people that's here. But he's slipping down to that tier. Ben Carroll, the guy put numbers up, and they're not just numbers. They like you need them. You're gonna lose.
Yeah,
you plug them into the Orlando team right now. They're a threat.
100%.
I ain't saying it's gonna win it all, but they are
not a contender. But that's a huge piece.
Yes,
and that wins them at least a round.
For sure.
I think that wins them at least a round.
Yes,
for sure.
And as a young team,
then you go to Philly, which is
God.
Philly and Orlando is the team that's been teeter-tottering all this this offseason already started for them. But I'm gonna tell you the one team that he can go to right now that he played for. It's what the OKC Thunder are missing. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. That would have got them over the top. That would have put them over the top this year.
Now, with all that being said, Paul George.
Talk to him.
I feel like Indiana or the Knicks is gonna be where he's gonna be. If he don't stay with the Clippers. If he don't stay with the Clippers, they begging for a star in New York to go with Brunson. They begging for it because Brunson can't hold it by itself. And you can't trust Julius Randle left hand.
Yeah.
Listen, you made it where you at without Julius Randle. If I'm the Knicks, I'm putting Julius Randle in there. That's me. But I know they're gonna move that around. But Indiana is a scary thing, man. Woo. No question. Because you got a good coach. See, that's the team that can tell Siakam, hey, if you come off the bench, we'll be this. You know, you got the whole complete team. So we'll see. Indiana's a scary team.
Let me address our sponsor, one of our sponsors, Mr. Popcorn World himself, LeBaron Burton. We're not ignoring you, okay? We're not ignoring the Chicago Bulls. We just try to stay a credible sports show, and we can't say things that aren't true or real, and still keep our credibility. Him going to Chicago means nothing.
Well, I don't know.
He is in obscurity.
No, he is on to something because
don't
feeding into it.
I think he's on to something because Paul George did play football in high school, so he may be talking about the Bears. I don't know. And the Bears are pretty good
He was a wide receiver, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That may be what he was.
Listen,
LeBaron, y'all still got Lonzo Ball, man. Y'all
you got Caleb Love throwing to you. That might be something right there. Shout out to the Bears for turning it all around. And by the way, the Bears, your Hard Knocks second team that's going to be on Hard Knocks. The Giants are going to be on Hard Knocks here in about a week or so for off-season stuff. They're trying a new experiment. I don't know. I don't really know if I want to see the behind the scenes and how the sausage is made in New York, but that might make me change teams.
Whoa!
But we'll see. But no, him going to the Bulls means absolutely nothing. It would do nothing. And that's the journalist side of me, not the fan or nothing. It would mean nothing.
He'll be miserable.
They still got a lot of pieces to go get because DeMar DeRozan's out.
Yes.
Zach LaVine's probably out.
The only way the Bulls are going to be relevant, they got to hope that.
Oh,
LeBron
now Cam is out.
The only hope they got is that LeBron leave so that AD can leave, which he will go home to Chicago.
Right. Then you might have something. Right.
Yeah.
Then you might have something. But yeah, no, it wouldn't mean nothing. So, okay, so the final question of the night, which is our pick 5, is a different type of pick 5. We're going to pick the 5 trades that must happen, and we pick 5 teams that they must happen with. So we're going to start with the 5 most obvious teams. And I added sign too. 5 must trade or signs that this team have to do. The Suns.
I told y'all about this one already. I'll wait to the end.
They need to get draft picks. They need draft picks.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Yeah. I think you could. I'm going to be honest with you, Cam. I think
when is the next draft pick, Chad?
2045, I believe.
I think my son will be 18 by then.
Right.
They can be fixed right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. I think Cam got me on board in our last show where he said trade KD to the Oklahoma City Thunder and let that boy go home and finish what he started. And I am 100% on board. I'm in that car. I'm buying snacks and at least the trip to gas. I don't know about the trip back, but definitely the trip too. I'm on board. I think that's the trade.
You get the picks too. You're gonna get at least 4 picks.
And listen, you can at least get some players for the future.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but you can get players that you can put around Booker and Bill.
Yes.
Like seriously.
Because the only thing that Bill might be missing is more shots.
100%. I agree.
So I think I'm on board with what Cam suggested on that one. What about you, Chad?
Now that's a good trade because it fixes OKC's problem and also fixes the Suns' problem. And
yep.
I think it's good.
They can also backdoor and go right back to Brooklyn because they gave a bunch of picks to Brooklyn. They can swap some picks right back to them and get a couple of players too.
Get a couple of players. Yep. The Warriors must trade or sign. We got to start with our resident Warriors fan on this one.
I like Lauri Markkanen. I think we need to trade for Lauri Markkanen. I think him or I've been hearing Jimmy Butler, but I don't know.
What does Markkanen do for you?
This is why I leave it. We're going, man, because he knows Lauri Markkanen is our player.
No, man, he stretches the floor definitely, and he definitely helps Steph out with spacing and just I think he's good. As far as I'm defense, he's.
I was gonna say, isn't he okay on defense though?
Well, we play a lot of team defense. So
they play team, yeah.
He'll be okay. He'll be okay. He'll be
all right.
But I don't know if Jimmy Butler. I said Jimmy Butler. I don't know him and Draymond. I don't know.
They'll be fine. They will be just fine.
But Lauri Markkanen.
Matter of fact, they might be better than fine.
They won't be fine because Jimmy Butler won't play 45 games, 50 games.
He might have it not happen to carry the load. His back will get a little lighter.
Yeah, he won't have to do that much. He just had to be
he got to do everything in Miami.
Yeah, he just has to be a good supporting cast person.
Yeah. So I kind of like Butler to the Warriors. Because you solved two problems, offense and defense.
Facts.
Do you keep Chris?
I think he's gone.
Who?
Paul.
Chris
Paul. I think he's gone.
Yeah, Chris Paul gone for sure.
He's gone.
Okay, all right. Just asking. I can get on board with the Butler signing. I like that more than the marketing sign. The marketing sign doesn't do anything for me.
I think because of the way things played out, I think Minnesota's going to figure out what they need.
They need marketing.
They may need Jimmy Butler back.
Oh my God, I didn't consider that.
So if that's the case, I've been calling this for 4 years now.
No, they need a point guard.
Go get Karl Anthony Towns, the Warriors. He should have either been over there or he should have been in Boston. I've been telling y'all that for 4 years now. He should have been.
Anthony Town might retire before he goes to the Warriors.
Hey,
Why?
we're gonna tell him to get his big.
Because he's scared to go play with Draymond.
No. Listen, I understand what's going on now, but
Hey,
Draymond would love KD to be back too. He talked a lot of shit to him too. So
we're gonna tell Karl Anthony
That's
Towns to get his big butt
That's
in the coach.
basketball. Draymond's that guy. We got to give him that. That's him.
Yeah, that's him.
And if you tell Draymond you can win with this, he cool with it.
I will say this. My biggest thing for sure with the Warriors, it feels like they have said they're going to do something. They're going to do something. I think the Warriors, the team that we're looking at, the only one of the five that probably is not going to do anything is the Suns. I think the Suns are going to blow this somehow. I just feel like they are. But the other four that we're going to mention, I think they're going to do something, which brings us to the 76ers.
Well, I want to say about the Warriors. I think they need to take a page out of the Mavericks book and get bigs, trade for bigs.
Well, listen, I think everybody got to get bigger because you're not winning the West without a big anymore.
Yeah, in 2 years, the championship may be going through San Antonio. So you better get it.
It's very, very possible. What about the 76ers?
I think they need to trade their pick in the draft for somebody.
Ooh, trade their pick in the draft for who?
I mean,
is this a Jimmy Butler moment?
I got a three for him. I got 2 3s. I got 3 threes for him to plug in the three. Tobias got to go. Everybody knows.
He got to go. Yeah,
he's not bad, but he's not good for them. He got to go.
Yeah.
Well, they need him for too much, and he can't deliver.
Yes. So
he can't deliver.
So what you got to do? You got to find a way because it does not look like the Pelicans are going to re-sign Brandon Ingram. So Sixers need to find a way to get their hats in. They got some leverage. They got some picks.
Yeah.
They need to find a way to get Brandon Ingram or Paul George. And I got one more sneaky one.
Yeah, that's Brandon Ingram to Philadelphia. Him, Maxey, and that could work.
I'll tell you this: Brandon Ingram, Maxey, and Embiid could be the very thing that keeps Embiid healthy.
Yeah.
Giving Maxey and Embiid actual rest on the basketball court, they've never seen anything like that.
Never.
Yeah.
Let Brandon Ingram get his 20 whenever he needs to get it. Man, that would be like a vacation for Embiid.
Yeah.
So, wow, I like that. That's a really, really solid group right there. Okay, the Heat is the Jimmy Butler days over, according to Udonis Haslam.
I got one more.
No, to the no.
I got one more for the Sixers too.
Well, go ahead then.
LeBron James.
Man, no.
All right. Hey, LeBron want that 5th ring.
If not, if he want to go to Philadelphia, you don't.
Man, he want to stay in that sun.
He can play with Embiid, and he been dying for a point guard that can play basketball. I'm just saying, man. Like it makes sense. All right.
I think that'd be a terrible move for him.
Huh? Hold on. For LeBron to play with Maxey and to play with.
So the answer for LeBron, who was very, very healthy this year,
so So if the Lakers could get Maxey and they could get Embiid and not have AD, that wouldn't be good for LeBron.
So you talking about a straight up trade?
No, I'm just talking. LeBron ain't got to get traded. He's a free agent. He can
That's
walk
my
over
point.
there.
That's my point. I would hate it for the Lakers for sure, but I think that's not good for LeBron.
Why?
Like, because you already playing with a player that gets hurt a lot. Now you're gonna play with another player that gets hurt a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't do
Fair
too
enough.
much.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I think that's not. I think you're just trading one for the other.
You're right, Laker brother. Just come on over, Steph.
Oh, no, we ain't doing that.
We ain't got to worry about this no more, man.
We're not doing that.
Say it again, because your computer froze.
I said, you're right. I said, Steph, just bring your butt on over, man. Y'all trying
That'd
to
be
trade,
fine.
bro. Now we're going to try to trade for you. Come on over, man. Stop playing.
That'd be fine. Steph would be fine. We take that all day.
I'm sure.
Okay, the Heat.
I think the Heat needs scoring. So I think it's a
Hey,
subtle move.
Scoring.
Subtle move. I think you can move Keldon Johnson for like a Duncan Robinson or somebody like that.
No, that's where Markin needs to go. He would be perfect for the Miami Heat.
To play with the big man down there already.
Yes, and you don't have to give up a whole lot to get him. So now you just bring him in. Huh?
You don't think you have to give up a lot to get marketing?
I think you give up your picks. I think you give up. Duncan. I give up Tyler Hero at this point.
Tyler Hero. I would give up the contract. Yeah.
Yeah, I give up Tyler Hero for that. But I think he would be perfect in that offense, and his defense would be enough next to Bam Adebayo. It'd be enough. And finally, Jimmy would have the consistent score that he's been missing since he got there, because he just don't have a scorer, that can help him do anything at this point. Now here, look, LeBaron. Stop trying to get people to y'all team. The Lakers already fixed that Bronny problem.
Man.
With the 17th pick in the draft, the Los Angeles Lakers
He gonna go that high?
secure Bronny James and also LeBron James. Because that's what they would do.
He's gonna go that high.
Bruh, come on now.
Man.
Which brings us to our final team, the Los Angeles Lakers.
Giles,
Cam?
you have to swing for the fences, huh?
I'll wait for Chad.
We've been strategizing.
You have to swing
Trying
for
to figure this out.
swing for the fences. So I think Jimmy Butler is a target.
Hell no.
No, Jimmy.
That's two people we really looking at, Chad. Jimmy Butler ain't one of them, though.
The two.
I say Lloyd's favorite.
Donovan is one.
Who?
Donovan is one.
Donovan's one, and Trey.
Who's also been at the Sports Academy putting up shots as well, guys. So
Is that right? You saw him there?
yes.
Okay.
And that was a humble flex.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'll do the trade. Look at his little brother. My goodness. Trey brother is a bucket, just a walking bucket. His little brother is a walking bucket. But anyway, I'm not sure.
I think he's in Oklahoma, right?
I think, he may be.
Okay. Glad to take his little brother out.
But I don't think Trey's the answer. I said the way you looked at it. I think
He's not.
Mitchell would be great. I think
We already got Trey and D'Angelo Russell. We got a lesser version.
You don't want him. You don't want him no more.
We got the Family Dollar version of Trey right now.
We got to put who?
We have the Family Dollar version of Trey right now.
You don't want Russell.
No.
Trey
superstar status, though, man.
He's a superstar where he ain't got to do too much.
What Lord is saying is when you got AD and you got LeBron, it's the same thing. That's what it's going to be. So I personally think, and I won't Donovan.
Trey doesn't fix our Jamal Murray problem, and he doesn't fix our Anthony Edwards problem.
He does not. But we can fix that. We can go cheap and fix that, though. We can really go cheap and fix that. We can go We can go back and get Dennis Schroeder.
Oh no!
For
No.
perimeter defense.
Oh,
So no, you
I
playing
thought we were
soccer.
on the same page.
You playing
Huh?
soccer right now.
Can we be men, please? Can we be men? We need to get younger, and we need to get faster, and we need to get stronger. So 1A has to be Donovan Mitchell, but 1B.
He's not gonna fix nothing like that on defense.
Yeah, no, he would because he's going to see the blueprint to a championship.
He's not gonna fix it on the defensive side. He is not nothing defensively.
He's better than D'Angelo Russell.
He is better than D'Angelo Russell, but Schroeder
Okay, that's all he needs to be. It's just
is better than him on defense.
good.
We're not losing because of offense.
We're losing because of defense.
Dennis Schroeder is a better defender than him.
I don't know about that.
What?
Okay.
All right.
I'm not saying Donovan is a lockdown defender by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm also saying I think Donovan has never been on a team where he really felt like he had an actual a chance to win a championship. And by coming to us, I think he would have an actual chance. I think anybody trying to see us, and then we're gonna probably pick up Chris Paul. It looks like it anyway.
I think so.
Excuse me.
I think so.
It looks that way.
I think so. But I mean, for y'all trying to get younger, that's not gonna help y'all either.
I like DeJounte Murray. I still like DeJounte Murray. I think we need a legitimate two-way player that can give us both sides of the court. And I think DeJounte is it. And since Atlanta is feeling so generous out here, let's go and get that wrapped up and take them and get them on the end. So we'll get Bronny.
Trash.
How's that trash? How's that trash?
You don't want.
We need to have a meeting. Chad, just sit tight. How's that trash?
We're talking about that, man.
Yeah.
I don't want no damn Bronny.
Where you taking him?
It may be 17, it may be 56, but you're taking them.
You taking him? That's gonna happen. Oh, you might as well wrap your mind around that.
He didn't delete. It's fine.
You think the Pelicans just decided to defer
No.
because they're just such good guys?
No.
Yeah, it's a done deal, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, they had
He
something.
will not help us at all this year. But anyway, okay.
It's a bad draft anyway. I'm not sure who would help us other than DJ Burns. I love DJ Burns. I'm hoping he falls to us somehow.
The Lakers don't win in the draft. We don't care nothing about the draft. We want free agency.
Well,
That's what we're going to win in the free agency.
right, we're gonna win free agency anyway. So yeah.
So you say Donovan Mitchell.
I love Donovan. I think Donovan's and see, we also got to start thinking about our life beyond LeBron.
Okay, so can we get you? Okay, I'll wait. I got mine.
No, go ahead. I'm open to whoever.
I like the team that we had last year. Excuse me. I like the team that we had when we went to the finals, the Western Conference Finals.
Okay.
We rolled this team back in there. We rolled this team back into the playoffs. Lost Vanderbilt out the lineup.
Right.
I think that really hurt us more than what people will want to give credit to. Okay.
It did.
In my opinion.
It did.
We got Vanderbilt back now. Now I hear we're trading Vanderbilt and we're trading Torian Prince could be traded, like sign and trade, and a couple other people. Listen, Austin Reeves. I don't want Austin Reeves going nowhere. You know how I feel about Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves may be gone. He may be traded.
Depends on what we get. Yeah, depends on what we get. He might be gone.
The only way he get traded is if it's Donovan Mitchell. That's the only way.
Yeah.
If we don't want to get Donovan Mitchell, and I don't want him.
I don't understand that.
No, it's because of who I do want.
Okay, talk to me.
I feel like we can get 2 for 1. I feel like and what Donovan Mitchell is going to cost next year as a free agent, after he's a free agent, I feel like we can go get Siakam, who is a free agent right now, and we can get DeMar DeRozan for the same price that we get Donovan Mitchell.
Siakam.
For the same price that we get Donovan Mitchell is the key, though, right there.
Hold on, you gotta let me settle into Siakam in my mind. I like the way.
And here's the good thing about Siakam. He ain't been first team All NBA. None of that stuff. So he don't get the max money and all that stuff. Donovan Mitchell comes with that. I don't want that. I'm thinking about the future, just like you saying. I'm thinking Bron for
You thinking value.
It's hard to do that with Bron, though. We keep saying another 2 years. Bron, the way he played, can play another 3, 4, 5, 6 years the way he played. So I hear that. But I'm thinking about the future with AD. That's what I'm thinking. So
That's what I'm thinking.
Who's good with AD where AD ain't had to carry the load? You saw what Siakam was doing with Indiana. Like,
I do like Siakam.
And his defense and DeMar DeRozan defense, I'm taking them.
I do like Siakam. I ain't gonna hold you on that one. I do like Siakam.
Listen, we gotta win now.
Yes.
Hey, wake up, NBA. You gotta win now.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
The Spurs do in the offseason, they're gonna be unstoppable. You better win now.
I do like Siakam.
Y'all don't want Klay Thomas no more? He can come join us. We'll take that shooter.
I want too much money.
Huh?
You want too much money?
It depends on what situation he go to. Man, Klay done got paid. So some of these people want rings.
He want to still get paid.
Say, some of these people want rings. Ray Allen could have went and got paid. He didn't. He went to Miami and got a ring. Like some of these people.
This is his last check though, so he might want the money. He got rings.
Yeah, he got that. He
got
got
that money like that though, man. He came in the league rich.
Man, only thing better than money is more money.
I understand that.
He wanted to go somewhere where he could drive his boat.
How many rings he got?
4.
4?
Yeah.
5. All right. Just telling you.
He got 4. I don't know if he he might just want another ring. I mean, I know money.
Yeah.
He might want more money.
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of the day, Lakers in your blood, boy. Your daddy was a Laker. Lakers in your blood. Like at the end of the day, you was watching the Lakers. You was watching the Showtime. You got this stuff on your walls.
Kobe met you after practice.
Is that y'all?
Just saying.
Is that y'all pitch?
Hey, in the words of Rick James.
Come on, man. Listen, LeBron done opened the whole thing up, bro. Like opting out of his contract.
Yeah, but I think that's a whole lot of nothing.
I don't. I think if you can put these up, if you can go get a DeMar DeRozan, if you can get a Siakam, LeBron would sign for whatever it is to have that.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to resign.
But that's why he did it though, for the flexibility for the team.
He's just trying to see how he can help and what way he can help. So I get that. But it's going to be interesting to see what he does.
And I'm praying.
I'm Team Donovan Mitchell, but you may have gotten my attention on that Siakam thing. I ain't gonna hold you. That was
DeMar DeRozan. Both of them.
Can we get DeMar on a team friendly contract?
Yeah, you get him on a 2-3 year with a player option on the third. Yeah, 100%. Hold on. Lord, here go the thing though. He's been outspoken about wanting to play for the Lakers.
He wants to play for the Lakers. Yeah, he been wanting to play for the Lakers. He waiting on us. I don't know. He's not. I've been there 2 years ago. So
he ain't gonna be all outlandish with the contract. He gonna take what he
Well, we hope. We hope. We hope.
He's already done that, Chad. He did that with Chicago.
Yeah.
Hey,
all right.
Hey, these players at the end of their last leg, they want a ring.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen. You've seen what we picked. You've seen what we've chosen. Put in the comments what you think these guys should do. We got shout outs. We gave our one big shout out. I want to give it again to the great Larry Allen and his family. The world lost a giant in every sense of the word. Larry Allen was arguably, or maybe inarguably, the greatest offensive lineman that probably ever played the game. The only man that I ever saw make both Reggie White and Michael Strahan. I mean, not Michael Strahan. Well, yeah, Michael Strahan too. I was going to say, I didn't mean to say Michael Strahan. I meant to say Lawrence Taylor. But the only man I ever saw make both those men look normal. And everybody knows how great those two guys are. So he's going to be greatly missed. It was beautiful to see the outpouring of love from Cowboy fans and players today. One in particular, a good friend of mine, George Hageman, who used to play for the Cowboys. He was very outspoken on his Facebook page because he and Larry were roommates. And if you've seen George, George is a massive human being. George is every bit of 6'8", 6'9", and a huge human being. And he talked about how strong Larry was, how great he was. And I said, man, if Larry Allen could make George Hageman bow down, he must have been a bad motor scooter. So there you go. And yes, I understand.
And that was a humble flex.
Thank you.
You know what? I'm doing sympathy stuff. So back up, all of y'all. All right. Okay. And then another shout out that I wanted to give. And I forgot what it was. Just that fast. Y'all talk amongst yourselves as we give you shout outs. Chad, who you shouting out tonight?
First and foremost, I'm gonna shout out my wife. We celebrate our 14th wedding anniversary on the 29th.
That is crazy to me. It don't seem like 14 years, bro.
Yeah, 14 years.
Amazing. Congratulations, brother.
A lot of life and gray hairs, man.
That's 6 man of the year numbers.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
No question.
Also, giving condolences to the Walton family. Bill Walton.
Oh yeah. Oh, I guess we haven't been on since he passed, have we?
Bill Walton passed as well.
Wow. Yeah.
So definitely giving condolences to the Walton family. Also, from my time at the Star, the Sports Academy, I also saw former Maverick Sean Bradley there, who was involved in a horrific bicycle accident a couple years ago. He was there.
Yeah.
Paralyzed. He was there, but he was still
in a wheelchair.
Being around basketball and watching Paige and other people get the drills in. So,
which is the only reason why you're not getting humble flex, by the way.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
That's 3 in one show, bro.
Yeah, so he was watching them and just being around the game, even though he's got his disabilities right now. So definitely praying for him, and that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah. All right, Ken, what you shouting out, brother?
If it goes well, shout out to LeBron for opting out for the right reason. You know what I mean? I don't think he's played out every last one of his contracts. Like he's bounced on the team, but now he's doing what he got to do to get another player there. He realized what it takes. And listen, the West is a monster. It's hard to come to the West. Yeah. It's tough. So shout out to him. And then my only other shout out is to I think it's Michael Nori. Listen, you just earned yourself a lot of money, buddy, because you're a head coach. Like he did a great job with Minnesota, even though they had their coach on the sideline. But what he was doing, he was still calling the plays. So I know it's a lot of teams looking at him, including the Lakers. Even though I think the Lakers have already made their choice, but I think there's a lot of teams looking out for him. So
yeah, it doesn't matter what the Lakers say.
I throw one more in there. Shout out to OKC for getting Kevin Durant back.
Hey, we do a good job of predicting things. So
I mean, this is one of the best things we do on this show. So yeah. Shout out to Clemson for bringing back one of the oldest tricks in the book against Coastal Carolina yesterday, the hidden ball trick. I don't know if y'all saw this, but the baseman went over to the pitcher and snuck the ball into the third baseman's glove while the guy was on third base. He tried to lead off, and the third baseman tagged him out. And I said, man, the hidden ball trick ain't been done since 1945. And so
crazy.
So shout out to them for that. That was kind of cool. Again, shout out to Monica McNutt, who stood all 10 toes down, painted and in heels, red bottoms, against Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. this morning, and really bodied them a little bit, and kind of silenced the room with her take this morning. So that was kind of impressive. Yep. Who else do we need to shout out? Somebody I'm forgetting. Shout out to Kendrick for putting an end to that battle.
Shout out to Reggie Love and
Oh, absolutely. Shout out to the great Reggie Love. Shout out to all the graduates that we missed.
yeah.
Shout out to every single one of the graduates. Oh, shout out to the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. 34 for 34. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. I mean, that's about as good as it gets, don't it? They was rolling them guilties out there like a Bill Cosby rape. It was really
Wow.
Dave Chappelle. It's an old Dave Chappelle line. Don't do that. And I think that's all the shout outs I got. There was somebody else I wanted to shout out. I forgot. Oh, I'm looking forward to Power this weekend.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
June 7th.
Yeah.
What do you say?
June 7th.
June 7th. I'm looking forward to Power this weekend. Should be good. So shout out to 50.
Final season.
The final season, part 1, and then part 2 later on in September. But it should be good. I can't think of anything else.
So that means that Ghost and Tommy and Tasha got to come in on this next Raising Kanan.
I would think that this is going to end somehow with Tommy helping Tariq. That's what I predict.
So okay, that's a good prediction. My prediction is when Raising Kanan come back. First of all, Ghost, Tommy, and Tasha are going. They're going to see how they came into the picture, and here go the big one. 50 is known for this. Everybody got speculation that Ghost ain't dead. I think he's gonna come back and say Tariq.
Well, there is a new power coming out that features how Ghost and Tommy grew to become Ghost and Tommy. Mm. So that'll be interesting by itself, and I guess they'll use that to piggyback off of Raising Kanan, because from what I understand, Kanan is what taught them how to be who they are. Mm. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But let me be clear, I'm all in on Power. I have been for years. I'm a sucker for it.
Great show.
Can't get away from it. So whatever you want to do, I'm in. Yeah, whatever you want to do, I'm in. So I'm very curious to see how this ends. I'm very curious to see how this ends. So there you go. All right, I think that's it, man. We're going to get out of here. We got just a couple of more shows, and we're going to take a summer break, y'all. We ain't, everybody need a break. We need one, too. But we're going to get y'all through the finals at least. How about that? Can we do that? We'll get y'all through the finals at least. But unless it's a sweep, then, this is going to be a short little, I'm hoping it's a good finals, y'all. Y'all hoping for a good final? I'm hoping this is a good final. I really am.
Yeah. Wasn't last year's a sweep?
No. They won one game or two.
Who did Nuggets play?
They played Miami Heat.
They played Miami?
I feel like they won one game.
They won one.
Okay.
I think Miami won one game. Yeah. So I think the Mavs are a formidable opponent for Boston.
Yeah.
So
a lot of storylines for sure.
A lot of storylines. So all right, y'all. All love, peace, and hair grease. We'll see y'all next Monday. That's Killer Cam right there. He's a diehard Lakers fan. And his Red Sox, I don't know. Are y'all playing? Are y'all any good?
Hey man, don't worry
you turn off the lights, it must not be you. They got to the Giants. We in baseball season, though. I just asked the question. Well, just where you saying that lets me know y'all.
Are the Rangers still celebrating their World Series because they ain't did nothing?
We're in second place.
Okay.
We're fine. We're in second place.
And then weak division. Bro, listen,
it's a lot. It's a lot.
Like in third or fourth.
The last two champions that came from our division.
We in the third or fourth place and got a better record than y'all do. So I ain't trying to hear that.
But the last two champions came from our division. They came from our division. Matter of fact, we had to beat the champions to become the champions.
I know the Yankees in first place.
You playing divisions now. All right. It's cool when they do. All right.
I know
No.
that's first place. So
All I'm saying is shout out to the Red Sox. That's all I say.
You sound like
No,
Drake,
no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because Drake is associated with pedophilia, and that ain't me. I'm not BBL Drizzy. All my issues natural. All right, we out here, y'all. We love to have a good time. Hope y'all did too. We out. Peace.
You've been listening to Believe.
You have not been listening to Believe. Shame on y'all. It's a different show.
Get you 10 when you're plugging in with the there's no mystery. Let's make history with the oh, the song 2 and 3. Add 1 more plus me and do the 5. Yeah. Keep it on the floor.